We will be learning about, well, more Techbros, because this is the tech conference. Dan will be telling us how to kill our inner Techbro. So if you don't want to be hearing more about blockchain, everyone, please help me welcome up Dan.
Hi, I'm Dan. I'm going to talk to you about how men can be less terrible to women. Glad to see we have a few men. So, in case you're not convinced that this is a good thing, diversity. Why is diversity a good thing? And why is my slide not advancing? There we go. Research shows that more diverse teams are smarter, more diverse teams perform better, more diverse teams will generate better business outcomes. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can take the other Techbro's word for it here, because you can find out in this book. It's a fantastic book. You should read it. If you want to go into more detail, there's links to the papers that are referenced. If you want to see the flip side, then there's a different book you should read, Programmed Inequality. That will tell you how the UK government and civil service screwed over women, and also, as a byproduct, the UK computing industry. So also consider that a bunch of high-profile women have been saying, we don't feel comfortable going to meetups because men are terrible. We're closing off avenues of communication. So we've made a situation that hurts half the planet, roughly, and also ourselves. And we should stop hurting ourselves. Now I know, you might be thinking, I don't hate women. This isn't a talk for me. But it's for everyone. When you see this behavior, there's one thing everyone can do, and that is call it out. It's not enough to, just be enthusiastic. If you made a comment like this at some point and being called out for it in the past, in this case incredibly effectively, savage. But you might wonder, why did that happen? And I'll tell you why. And the reason is that, like I said, it's not enough to just say you support something and not put anything into action to back that up. You're essentially, cheering on the rebels from your seat in the restaurant on the Death Star. So everyone agrees with me. That's great. Everyone's on board. Thank you. I'm incredibly persuaded. So here's some tips when you're doing this stuff. First off, don't be performative. You're not doing this to make women like you. All you're doing is to change men's behavior. That's the aim. Keep that in mind. That's the goal. You can consider offering to take things into a more private format to discuss stuff. People are a little bit more open-minded, and if nothing else, it shuts up people who just want to shout in public. It sucks. It does suck to hear men are terrible, but this comes from a position of experience. So you should listen. You should think about what you're hearing. And then you can respond, maybe, because you don't need to add your voice to every conversation. It's not that important. And, think about what the goal is again. It's to change men's behavior. That's what we have to do. This is a problem caused by men. It needs to be fixed by men. And not all men, not even once. It's like going to someone who's been in a car crash and saying, hey, I didn't drive. At best, it's useless. At worst, it's horribly offensive, and now you're the car crash. We love feedback. We love incremental improvements. We can put this into practice here easily. Listen, plan, choose something that's going to be effective, implement it. We are experts at failing. We fail hundreds of times a week in our job. I mean, that might just be me, but looking around, I don't think so. But yeah, failing again, that's another opportunity to improve. It's part of that feedback loop. This is my dog. It's difficult. It's difficult to change ingrained opinions and activities. You can't do this on your own. You're going to have to look around for support. You've got friends, hopefully. Your friends generally like you, want you to succeed. And if you're talking about this stuff with your friends, you're already reinforcing appropriate behavior. If you don't have friends, then I'll be your friend. You can join me on Slack, lsb-twig. It's a group that I set up for anyone who wants to talk about ways that we can improve men's behavior. Because it's about time. So yeah, let's fix this. DM me for an invite, DM me for a chat, or you can DM me to prove that you're really equal opportunity in that you treat me as previously as you treat women. But yeah, join me, let's fix this, please. Thank you.